Christina, and we're the Gorgeous Geeks, and we come before you today to talk about a serious situation that's tearing up the world of television.
Just really in Smallville, but go on.
No, it's not really in Smallville. No, it's far beyond that.
Are you talking about shippers in general?
Yeah. I'm not trying to diss all shippers, whatever, because I don't think we're hardcore shippers, but we're shippers too.
No, that's not true, because I was a hardcore Bulma and Vegeta.
Well, okay, I'm talking about, I guess, as far as close shippers.
I almost said stripper.
We're historic,
I'm not a stripper.
Accurate people. We're historians of Clovis, we'll say. But we're not. I don't know. Well, we haven't approached fanfiction or anything like that, but the thing is, there's like a war going on. There's a war going on. And you got to get ready.
Okay, you talking about between Klana shippers and Chloe shippers?
Not just that. I was talking to somebody about Vampire Diaries, and I was commenting about Bonnie. I don't like the character Bonnie, and they just kind of jumped down my throat. Because I was commenting on a few things, and they're like, "Are you spamming every Bonnie video?" And she was a Bayman shipper. And she thought it was disrespectful to the shippers that I would even comment about it on those videos. And then I was also arguing with a Klana person who thought she had just everything in her arsenal. So she's like, I can go to comic books and forums and prove to you where Lois doesn't even think much of Clark anyway, and she only tolerates him. And I can point you to these websites. And I'm like, well, why don't you point me to your direct stash of comic books if you know so much? And I had to explain to her basically the history of the Golden Age and the Silver Age to prove her wrong. And then the next comment is, well, Smallville's different and I don't care about the comic books. And I just... like, what the heck are you arguing with me for? And they also thought that those Klana videos, because I was telling her I just felt nostalgic. I was just going through the suggestions or whatever. I'm like, oh, there's that video, there's that video. I watched the one when Clark fell and he used his X-ray vision for the first time and saw into the girls' locker room. I didn't even remember Lana was in the clip. And I mentioned, someone was like joking about him being a perv or something, and I'm like, yeah, and he used to look at Lana through a telescope. And this shipper just went nuts on me, and it started this big argument. And she accused me of spamming, she accused me of stalking her, and she told me I was being disrespectful to the ship. And I'm like...
is she like 13?
I accused her of being younger than 17, and she said no.
17 and a half.
I don't know. She wouldn't. She said, I don't have to prove anything to you. But I'm like, you can't just claim videos as your own and get so aggravated and feel so disrespectful. I'm like, it's fiction. I'm like, me mentioning something, my opinion, based on these observations I've had on the show for the past, 10 years, isn't disrespect. It just is what it is. It's not like you're this character. It's not like I said something physically wrong. It was like these character attributes that are... and I didn't even say anything like that to start off in that clip, specifically. I just think it's gone a little too far.
I don't think you can stop it.
I don't think you can stop it.
I think the shipping went crazy with the Twilight, Team Jacob, Team Edward. I think that's when it went absolutely insane. And then people just started going even more so insane with everyone else. Even though I was, I had conversations about, Buffy and Angel were going on. If I wanted Buffy with Spike or Angel. I think it was Buffy
or
Angel, or something like that. But it's, it's really not that serious.
Just claimed all of you, certain portion of YouTube for yourself.
Especially, you know what? It's not really that serious when you know the outcome of the story and of the character and of the relationships. Lana was Clark's first love. Nothing will ever change that. She was his first love. But he ends up with Lois. Lois is the love of his life. And when Lois is old and he finally gets out of his depression of Lois, and after she dies and he's get out of his depression,
there's Wonder Woman.
Will be with Wonder Woman.
Just the way the
that's just what it is. He goes from Lana to Lois to Wonder Woman. And that's just, what it is. So to argue and root for a relationship that's over with and been over with, and it's.
I mean, they're still
just
saying
silly to
Lana
me.
forever, and Lois is that he still loves Lana more than anything, and then they start saying things like Clovis is boring, and I don't mind you shipping really hard and stuff like that, but I just feel like you should have a good rationale, a good argument that really holds firm. Like if you're just spouting nonsense and getting super defensive, saying that everybody's being disrespectful, like someone starts saying you're a stupid poopy head or something like that, that's childish, and that's
Probably arguing with children.
Yeah.
When it goes that far. But like I said, there's nothing wrong with liking Clark and Lana's relationship. I was rooting for Clark and Lana when the show, when Smallville first started.
Yeah.
But it just got. He grew up and she grew up, and it was time for his next relationship. So there's nothing wrong with you liking that relationship more so than the other. But to go psycho on it is just crazy. It's just crazy. Now,
on the opposite side of the spectrum, though, I think maybe all these people who are kind of bashing the shippers are kind of going a little bit rough with it. Like, yeah, Smallville has shipper stuff. It's important to the continuity of it all. The mythos. Well, not the continuity of it, rather. That's kind of the wrong word for it. But the mythos itself. So, and I said this to a friend today. I'm like, as long as I don't know what the network is over where you live, but we know it as the CW, and it's a chick network.
It is a chick network, and these TV shows are going to work the relationships like no other.
I mean, even really Supernatural is about two guys.
Good-looking guys.
Good-looking guys.
Tall, good-looking guys that you would not see walking down the street.
They don't have their shirts off for a scene because there's the occasional gay male watcher. No, it's for the chicks. It's not all super sappy, everybody crying every episode because of the guys want to get in touch with their feminine side. It's for the chicks!
CW is a very chick network, and they know what...
Nikita! They're upset because it has so many male viewers and they want some more female. So they said, we're going to tweak it a little bit.
And bring in some more guys.
More girls. There's guys watching Nikita. They want some more females.
So bring in some more eye candy on the show for the female viewers, is what I'm saying. And that's just the truth. CW is a very female network. Female viewers
are so good looking.
They do. CW has better looking actors and actresses than any other network.
Vampire Diaries as like the best looking cast I've ever seen on the show.
Everybody's just good looking, and even the girls are cute. But like all the guys on there are just like wow, and they're doing that on purpose. I mean, look at the shows: Gossip Girls, America's Next Top Model. I mean, CW is a very girly network, and so Smallville's going to have these relationships, and you know what? Smallville's always had these relationships. There's always been a triangle of some sort going on continuously. This is probably the first time that there isn't a triangle with Clark and two other women. This is like the first time ever. And so
it was, and you know what? At least Clark has a backbone now. Before it was he's watching Lana from afar, he loves her, he's all shy around her. Then it's I'm with her, and like, she gets away with literal murder, and it's okay because I'm so in love with her. At least now he wants Lois to grab her and he'll kiss her. He wants to make out with her. He's gonna hold her to a door and kiss her or something like that. At least he's manly now. Sheesh.
He's lost his boyish charm, So yeah, to the shippers, it's not life or death, and to the bashers of the shippers, it's just something you're just gonna have to deal with because the CW is counting on it. They really are.
Just stay off the forum boards and fanfiction.net.
Seriously, it's not going anywhere. It's not going anywhere. So.
But just personally, I like the Chloe. But we are historians.
I think Christina's the Chloe's closet shipper.
Well, I'm not,
Well, you're not like overly shipping.
Well,
But you're full of ship. I thought it was funny.
I was you, Bulma, and Vegeta. That's ship.
But yeah, I was
That
a huge
ship.
Bulma and Vegeta shipper.
Oh my gosh, would barely read any fan fiction that wasn't Bulma Vegeta.
Why are you telling everybody I read fan fiction?
I read it too.
I used to. But I was like in high school. I stopped when I was like 16.
When was the last time you read some?
That's not fair.
Oh, yeah, and back to the Vampire Diaries. I keep saying that wrong. The Vampire Diaries. There's a lot of... I mean, everybody... It's clear that the Delana shippers overpower everyone else. And so I commented on a clip, and I said... It was a Bonnie and Jeremy clip for this episode that just came up, and I'm like, oh, I kind of don't like Bonnie, so... You know, I kind of don't care about this. And I'm like, I want all of my preview clips to include Damon. I got like 32 thumbs up. And so I come back to the video again, and everybody's bashing everybody, and the people are like, Delana shippers are so selfish, and it's just going crazy. And I'm like, why does everybody think everybody's just being disrespectful? How come everybody just can't say their 2 cents and just kind of be, you know, done with it?
Because everybody wants to be right in their opinion, even though it's an opinion.
It depends. Well, if your opinion isn't based on doesn't have any merit, then you know you're.
Well, if it's right,
right.
and it's a fact, then it's a fact. An opinion is an opinion. A fact is a fact.
Well, yeah, that's my thing. People get so upset and so defensive about opinions and stuff. I mean, if you have the facts, then go ahead and I guess argue until the cows come home. I kind of just like to argue sometimes. So, you know, when I was picking with the little Klana girl, I'm like, I mean, you're just getting so upset, and I'm just kind of laughing at you.
We do like to argue and debate, and we won't stop until you cry.
You're mean.
I can be mean. But I'm a good Christian girl.
Okay, well that's it. I've said my piece.
Okay, you said your piece. Oh, I'm Katrina.
I'm Christina. We're the